Hey. What's up? Look, I'm not mad about the rims.
I wasn't trying to take those cheap-ass rims off your car.
Yeah, I know. Look. Hey, I'm sorry I chased you the other day. I didn't mean to scare you. Did you get your bird back all right?
It's not a bird. It's a homing pigeon.
Oh, yeah? So you fly those, you train them?
Me and my dad. I'm taking care of him till he gets back.
Cool. You know, I was thinking about getting something to eat. You can come if you want. Come on, I'll buy you a burger.
Hey, can this camera make movies?
Sure it can. Why, you want to give it a shot?
Could I?
Yeah? You think you can handle it?
Oh, I can handle it.
All right. Put that up to your eye so you can see what you're doing. You see those buttons on the side?
These two?
Yeah. Those let you zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah, that's cool. Could I make a movie of the pigeons to send to my dad?
Oh, you think your mom will mind?
We don't have to tell her.
All right. I won't say anything if you don't.
Deal.
Deal. You ready? What'd you get?
Not much.
No?
I think I got a pigeon, actually.
Really?
I think I got one on a lamppost.
So you know how to use that thing now, huh?
Oh, yeah. Let's go film the pigeons.
After you. Cool, man. See how easy it is? Okay, now zoom right in on that. You go really slow, really slow. All right, ready?
Throw 'em
What do I
up.
do? Just
Throw 'em up.
ready?
Hey, wait. And one goes the other.
Richie? Richie?
See? It's just slower than the other one. The one on the side's a lot faster.
Hey. Are we that much of a charity case?
Actually, it's not charity. It's just an attempt to atone for my ignorance.
Well, Richie never gets to have anyone over for dinner, so if he feels like it, you can invite him.
That's all right with me.
I'll be ready in about a half an hour. And I'm not buying you one of those. Thank you for that wonderful story, sweetheart.
That's why I don't make friends anymore, Mommy.
Oh, goodness.
How old were you when you had this guy?
16.
Yeah.
Cruz and I didn't think twice about it, but I had to quit school once I got too big, and he went and started working at his dad's garage as a mechanic, and...
And it's all my fault.
Stop it. If I had my way, actually, I'd never let you out of my clutches.
Good thing you don't have your way.
Are we done?
Yeah, I guess. Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Can me and Jake play Freedom Fighter?
Did you finish all the chapters in your book?
Well, I told me to read 9. I read 8.
Right, exactly.
I did most of them.
Finish, and then you can play.
All right.
All right. And no skimming, because I'm going to test you on it. Do you want some coffee? What?
Nothing. No, nothing. You're doing it. All this with Richie and whatnot. It's like making me feel like I'm an adolescent.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely a long way from Martha Stewart, so...
I don't know about that.
No, having kids, it definitely, it's different. I mean, before I had Richie, I didn't really think about trying to change the world or control it or affect it at all. I was just trying to navigate my way through and get the things that I wanted. But since I've had him, I'm sort of inspired to make it better, more fair, humane for him, you know?
There's one thing I've learned. The world is one nasty, complicated mess. And we are way too insignificant to change anything. I mean, you're really just better off focusing on Richie and preparing him for the future.
Yeah. I used to think like that before Cruz died, but it's different now.
Does Richie know what happened?
Well, he knows his dad went to war. And he knows that he's not coming back. But, I don't think he's fully grasped that he's dead or what that means.
Yeah. It's a hard thing for a kid to accept.
Mothers, too. Got the coffee?
With just one day to go before the Republican National Convention, Mayor Bloomberg has refused to grant a permit for over 250,000 protesters to assemble in Central Park, claiming there just isn't enough room for a demonstration of that size. In response, several hundred activist groups have threatened to use the park as their base of operations during the four-day convention. While the mayor's office downplayed the potential for conflict between protesters and NYPD, officials stated that they haven't ruled out the use of force if demonstrators do not comply with the city's laws.
Oh, yes. I'm sure the protesters will protest, and there may be some abuse of civil liberties.
All right, thanks.
I love that guy.
You really like him?
I love him. You have to use him.
Mark him.
Okay.
Okay. Kramer likes what you're getting, but we need to get something a little more,
Spit it out.
dangerous.
Translation?
Militant, dramatic, whatever. Just get into the enemy's camp, you know? Find out what the protesters are planning. Find out who the leaders are of the anti-Bush movement.
Chloe, that's a whole different type of job. I can't just walk into an activist planning meeting with Dexter and a bullhorn.
Okay, but, well, maybe you need to go and do stuff on your own. And just be more low-key.
You know the convention's in a few days, don't you? All right, I'll see what I can get.
Thank you. Oh, check out this guy. Arthur Robbins. See if you can get a clip. Dinner later?
Sure. Rewind that one back.
And out of 90,000 artists, they happen to choose the one that doesn't despise Bush.
Okay, but go back to the beginning. I mean, how did you get surveilled by the Joint Terrorist Task Force?
Well, I was going to show my art in front of the Met, and it was raining, so I actually went into the museum and decided to look at the art. And after about a half hour, the security officers stopped me. And they took me to a little room and then interrogated me. And then they claimed they had some kind of tapes that showed that I hung some painting up on the wall. And then they let me go after about a half hour.
Then what happened?
Well, that night, 5 NYPD detectives burst into my house and demanded I answer some questions.
What did they want?
Well, I videotaped it. I could show you.
They let you shoot them?
What, I can't shoot people in my own apartment?
I wasn't saying anything about that.
Well, that was my argument to them because, I mean, they didn't even have a warrant.
Right. Do you have the stuff?
Yeah, it's right here. It's already ready to go. So, yeah.
We just want to know what you're protesting.
What I'm protesting?
Yes, sir.
Who said I'm protesting something?
Your art speaks for itself.
What are you talking about?
No, why are we here, Arthur?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, we do.
Well, tell me. What do you know?
Well, Arthur, listen, I'm not gonna, get into this with you right now, all right? I'm gonna just ask you one quick question. Have you ever been in any psychological problems?
No, never.